What are we thinking today, boys? Purple, AMG, classic white. Decisions, 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 decisions. Let's go AMG. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Can I get a paw? Paw? Can I get a paw? Can I get a paw? Good boy. Cold start, boys. Sport Plus, race. There it is, guys, 58,000 kilometers. Okay, so that's about, wow, 35,000 miles. But yeah, she's been around the block. And in this video, I want to show you there's a bunch of things that are wrong with this car. After this amount of mileage, this type of car, the upkeep, the wear and tear on this thing is it's pretty crazy. I'm gonna let you guys know. It's pretty jaw-dropping. So stay tuned, watch this whole video, and I'm gonna break down all the things, all the problems that I'm having with this thing. A lot of good things, but a lot of problems with this bad boy. Stay tuned, let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So if you've been following these videos, this is my 2019 C63S Coupe. Absolute beauty. Amazing car. V8 twin turbo, 500 horsepower, hand built, one man, one engine. You know, lots of torque, lots of power, lots of styling, lots of class, comfort. It's been amazing. This video, I'm going to show you what's not amazing about this car. And God, in the last couple weeks, these things have been adding up. So first one, let's get into it. All right, so first one, coming around here, you pay a little extra and you get what's called an aerodynamics package. So aerodynamics running a little bit lower than what the car actually normally sort of calls for. And you can see that bottom splitter. The obvious problem is that when you start running that low, this car already sits very low, you start to run into problems with scraping, okay? And so here we go. I've been scraping to the point where this thing is literally just gone through the ringer. This part needs to be replaced. And so pricing that on Mercedes-Benz and stuff like that, we're looking at like, you know, 500 US for a part like that. Pretty easy installation. It's just got some clips at the bottom there. Not the end of the world. This part comes in carbon fiber. I'm very happy that I didn't upgrade that. I was thinking about it. You know, I've just got it in gloss black, but carbon fiber would have probably been twice the price. So this thing's just been getting absolutely munched. I'm going to show you an example of how it gets munched just on every little thing, going in and out of gas stations, any curb, anywhere you go from, you know, from this parking garage to, you know, back to the streets, you know, into a shopping mall, anywhere, you're always having to worry about how low this thing is and it's scraping. So for your viewing pleasure, I'm going to take this off of a lower sort of lip here, and I'm going to show you how it scrapes. The pieces are already destroyed. I'm going to have it replaced. So I'm going to show you how it scrapes. Then I'm going to show you actually the correct way to shimmy out sideways so that you are, you know, avoiding scraping your car in and out of, you know, these parking garages and stuff like that. So let's just do a little example here. All right, so the second thing I want to talk about is not only the girth of these tires, but the fact that they get so worn so quickly. Like, look at how worn those are. A set of these things, these are Michelin Super Sport 4S's. A set of these things run about $1,500 for 4 of them. It's a 500 horsepower rear wheel drive car. And so these things are balding so quickly. So, you know, it's a fast car, yes, but when you've got bald rear tires on there, you know, you're not really going anywhere, you're just spinning, right? So unless it's a hot day, unless you've been driving around for a long time, you got some good heat into the tires, it's always an issue. So buying this car, you're literally at the mercy of tires. And when I first bought this car, someone told me friend of mine told me it's literally, it's gonna just eat tires. I was like, how bad could it possibly be? It's really, really bad. That's the Achilles heel of this car. It's just constant tires. So not only are the tires really, really bald right now, right? Because I'm just constantly, this is after probably 3 months, 4 months. It's a summer of driving them. But the profile of the tire is extremely low. So I'm constantly, so look at the baldness. These are a little bit better, but still really bald. I'm constantly going over nails and ruts in the roads. So we'll go for a little drive in a second. I'll show you how uneven these roads are. And you're just constantly going over things, and you're getting little staples, little nails in the tires. So if it's not the baldness and the natural, normal depreciation of the tires just through the power in the rear wheel, the rear wheel power, if it's not that, it's just the roads. It's constantly, you know, I'll put a brand new set of tires on, and then I'll go over a staple, and you know, I've punctured the tire. So as of right now, I want to show you here. Let's get in here, let's start the car. As of right now, I've already got a puncture in the front right. So I start up the car, boom, close the door, and right away it's showing me that my tire pressure is not holding. So what's cool about this is it shows you all the pressures, everything, PSIs, temperatures. It's showing me that my right front right is not holding pressure. So I've got a compressor in the back, I can do that, but until I get it patched, it's, you know, it's a constant issue. So huge challenge again of having this car is just managing the tires. You know, I'd almost prefer once this car comes out in a rear wheel drive, obviously rear wheel drive is amazing. Once it comes out in all wheel, or if they ever offered a 4MATIC, it would just be such a different vehicle. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? Like, this thing absolutely goes through tires, and it's just a constant sort of expense in addition to everything else. So let's go take a look at the roads here, and I'll show you what I'm dealing with every single day. So again, coming out of this parking garage, we got to be so careful. Watch how low this lip sits. You can't go straight out, you got to go out slowly. Take that stop start off, and you got to go out on an angle. So I'm going to try and get out. I'm going to just kind of turn it a little bit, really slow. Listen for a crunch, no crunch, good to go, and then we're off. Okay, so take a look at what I'm dealing with here. Look at this, constant construction, steel plates ahead. There's sewers. There's another sewer that I'm hitting. There's a rut in the road. Not to mention all that stuff down there, railroads, and we're coming around. Look at that stuff there. Bounce over that a little bit. And we got that over there. It's just non-stop. So it's very easy to destroy your rims. You got to be like bobbing and weaving over the through the road. You can't drive in a straight line. You always got to be like scanning the road and stuff like that. So the one perk is that you got this though. You got that, never gets old. Very familiar place for me is right there, the tire inflator. Let's get this sorted. All right, we're good to go, fixed. Thank you, tire inflator. Good to go for now, but obviously a new set of front tires. You can't just do one tire, you gotta do both of them at the same time, so they're wearing. A new set of front tires is on the horizon. As usual, another $1,000. All right, my next big issue with this car, I shouldn't say the big issue, but it's something that's such a constant, it's always there, is the squeaky brakes. This thing's got big, huge calipers, got a lot of power. It's got really grippy brakes, but the brake dust accumulates so fast. I just had a car wash like an hour ago. I've been driving around a little bit. Already the squeakiness is starting to come from it, and I'm crediting it to the brake dust. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the reason for it. So I'm just gonna try and demo the squeakiness of it, but you're in a nice car, beautiful car, you know, performance car, and every light you get to, you know, people are looking at your car, but it's like squeak up to the lights. It's like such a pain in the butt. So let me just try and give you an example. Let me try and demo what it sounds like. I think it's just awful. Okay, let's go check it out. Oh yes, we got a sick charger going on up here. Look at that. Nasty. Come on, give it the beans, give it the beans, give it the beans, give it the beans. Come on, hit it, hit it, hit it. Yeah, let's go. Oh. All right, listen to the squeal. That's what I'm doing. Every day. Squeal, 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 squeal. Never ending. Okay, so last thing, and something that's like so obvious and so noticeable and so in everyday life, you can hear it. Let's take a little walk around. It's the freaking radiators, or radiators, whatever you want to call it. You say tomato, I say tomato. Listen to how loud this radiator is. You can hardly even hear me talking. It's so loud. Oh my God. And that's literally from driving the car for like 10 minutes in race mode. So take a look at it. So loud. You'd be sitting at a light, and I'll try and give you guys an example, but you'd be sitting at a light and it's literally, people are looking at you like, what is going on with your car? Why is it so absolutely loud? Like, just listen to the state of that. I get it, Mercedes, it's a big V8 twin turbo, and I've been driving on the paddles pretty hard, but that much cooling, and literally it takes so long before the cooling system turns off. It'll just go and go and go. I can put it in comfort mode, go back to relax mode, and it won't turn that off. It won't turn off until I turn the engine off. It's just probably the loudest cooling system that I've ever heard. My dad's got an M4 competition, same cooling system, but it runs on a little cycle and then it shuts itself off, much quieter. This is just so loud, Mercedes. So I'm sitting at a light here and you can hear how loud that radiator is. Just listen to it. It's just loud. It just doesn't sound right. All right guys, so in this video I talked a lot about the things that I don't like about this car, and I just want everyone to know, you know, what you deal with a car like this. You know, everyone's doing videos on things that they love about the car. It's so powerful, it's this, it's that. I want people from an ownership standpoint to know, you know, when you get to certain levels of ownership in terms of mileage, these are the things that start to go. This one, you know, dealing with the tires, dealing with how low cars are. It's an everyday thing. If you don't have a lip on, if you're not, or you know, a hydraulic up and down press, if you're not in a supercar, right? Those are offered in the real expensive cars. If you don't have that, you know, and you have a carbon fiber piece there that you've paid for from stock, you know, it's an everyday thing, right? And nothing worse, you car guys all out there, you guys know this, nothing worse than going over a you know, a thing and hearing there goes that McLaren again. Let's go, let's go. Nothing worse than that. So I just wanted to show you guys what, you know, a couple things that I actually dislike about this car. There's a lot to like about this car, and I'm gonna show you right now, but there are a few things that I don't like as well. So enough with the not so like, enough with the things that we don't like about this car. Let's take it for a little ride. You know, obviously being sensitive to the law and being sensitive to the speed limit and some of that, but it's a Saturday afternoon in Toronto, beautiful sunny day. Let's take the car for a nice little rip and show you exactly why I love this thing now, okay? Let's go. Let's just finish with a little bit of a POV drive, and you can just see why this thing is absolutely, why she's worth the money, and why she gives us boys so much pleasure. Let's go. All right, so you can still have a little bit of fun with these things in and around the city. You can watch all the C300s drool over you, over your big V8. Are we gonna get a squeak? Let's see, are we gonna get a squeak? Oh, we're getting some heat into the brakes. I like it, like it. Quick start. Listen to that sound, it's so good. Underground, I'm not normally like very obnoxious, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. Just for you guys. There you go. The state of that Bentley. That's a nice 12-cylinder on that bad boy. right, so this is the road, not the best, a little bit busy right now, but what is that? Hey, not bad, pretty nice. A little Jag. There's just some nice cars coming through here, but a lot of construction, but oh, let's go, boy. So anytime I put power down like that, it just literally just gets squirrely. I just start to spin. My wheels just start to go. So until you get power and until you get heat into the tires, there's no real point in getting hard onto the throttle. You need a progressive pedal, progressive foot, not a just here's a full-blown down, and then it just starts to go dicey. You know what I mean? It's got traction control on, so let me just show you a little thing here. So I'll take the dynamic select, take that all the way off, and then we've got this little dial here that we can play with. Here's a little Ferrari, hey. But we can play with this thing. But that thing, you know, I say play with it, it's not to be played with. If I take the thing completely off, it's very, very dicey. So I normally leave it on 5. It can go all the way up, it can go all the way down. You can get it full blown on, where it's a limited slip, so it's keeping you controlled, or you can turn it all the way. This is all the way on, so it's completely helping you. Let me get around this corner, and then this is all the way. You can see it going up there too. That's all the way off, and when you get it to all the way off, you'll see it kind of flickers, saying like, what are you doing, buddy? That's not smart. We're gonna leave it at 5 and be safe today. Nice little Porsche. A lot of nice cars today. So I'm gonna take that off, keep my limited slip helping me, keep everything in control, being responsible today, and we're getting close to the Don Valley Parkway. But that was Rosedale Valley, nice little driving road when it's not Saturday, you know, rammed. Oh, look at this. What do we got coming here? It's like old school Prowler. Let's go. That looks good. That looks good. There it goes. Cool. Look at the beauty of the city. Really nice bridge there. We're getting to the spot where we get on the highway. In a second, we're gonna merge on Don Valley Parkway. There she is. Let's go. There we go. Merging onto the DVP. Alright guys, so that's the video for this week. Really appreciate you guys watching. Just gonna give you a nice little rear end view. Appreciate you guys watching. Just wanted to do a little insight on the stuff that's really getting under my skin and annoying the shit out of me when it comes to this car. Again, tons of cool stuff to like about it, obviously the obvious ones, but I want you guys to get an insight as to what ownership is like with this thing, actually owning it. It's not always as beautiful as it is made out to be. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share it around. Hope to see you in the next one, boys. Let's go.